How can we impart good values in children? If you are a parent, you have been entrusted a very sacred duty by God. You are partner to God in a very important project. He has used you to bring forth a soul into this world, and He has entrusted you with the care and upbringing of a soul. That is why in the Bhagavatam, Rishabdev said, Gurur na sasyat, swajano na sasyat, pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat, daivam na tatsyan, na patischa sasyat, na mochayedya samupeta mrityam. You do not have the right to be a father, the right to be a mother, if you cannot ensure the liberation of your child from the material energy. To the extent the saints say, O mother, rather than bring forth children into this world like the cattle do, children who have no interest in God or spirituality, it is better that you stay barren. And that is why parents often ask this question, Swamiji, what is the best way to impart good values to children? I see here in America, Indian parents running around from morning till night, taking children to chess class, Kumon class, this class, that class. But they miss out the important point. To build a wonderful value system in their child. That value system will create the foundation to carry forth the child all through his or her life. So what are the basic principles? The first one, remember those two eyes are always on you. It's not what you say which will convince the little one, but what you do. A story is told of Karl Marx, because of whom so many countries got seeped in communism. That Karl Marx who said, God is the opiate of the masses, there is no God. The story goes, he was born in a Jewish family in Prussia. But then, in his childhood, his father moved to Germany for better business opportunities. And there his father decided that most of the business people are Christians. It will be strategically advantageous to convert to Christianity. And he did so. This was seen by Karl Marx and led him to the conclusion that religion is just an eyewash. That is why he rejected belief in God. So it is not what we say, but what those two eyes see us doing which is more important. Two parents took their child to a sadhu and said, Maharaj, our child eats too much of sweets. Please convince him not to eat them. The sadhu said, sure, I'll do it because you are my satsangis. Please come back after 15 days. The parents said, all right. They returned with the child after 15 days. The sadhu held the child, put his eyes into the child's eyes and said, my child, sugar is like white poison for your body. It is not good. Stop eating excessive sugar. The child said, all right, Guruji, as you say. He got reformed. The parents said, Maharaj, we came to you 15 days ago. You could have said those sentences to him at that time as well. The sadhu said, the problem was, At that time, I used to eat sweets myself. For 15 days, I have observed this abstinence that has given me the strength in my voice, which will create the change in your child. So if you think you can leave your child in the Bhagavad Gita class on Sunday and go and see movies to transform his or her heart, it will not do. You will have to demonstrate that devotion is the center of your family. So every day, take out half an hour when the family sits together and reads some sacred scriptures, sings some holy kirtans, discusses this divine wisdom to convey the message to the children that these are the values around which our family is based. Now, between the ages of 2 and 6, the brain may have less neurons, but it has got double the synapses of adults. And that double quantity of synapses enables little children to learn at 20 to 50 times the speed of adults. That is why you may be living amidst people of a different language for a year and you will not pick it up. You will need to put in more effort. But children, merely by hearing, can pick up languages in a flash. That is the spongy nature of their brain. Utilize this to give them the basis of bhakti for life. In our Itihas, Ramayana, Mahabharata and Ashtadash Puran, we have got such wonderful episodes of the avatars of the Lord, Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, Shivji, Ganesh, etc., and their sweet pastimes. When children hear these, their vivid imagination visualizes those images. They connect with those stories, internalize those personalities that live with them in their hearts. And that provides the basis for bhakti for a lifetime. When I was a 4-year-old, when my mother would bathe me, the prayers she would say, they got hardwired in my brain. If you wake me up from sleep, I can still relate them without a single mistake. So those formative years are so important, and parents must do their duty by dedicating time for the upbringing of their wards. And at the same time, remember, although the child is so active in learning, the prefrontal cortex has not yet developed. Hence, a little child works on the basis of reward and punishment. How do I get happiness? Discourage the lifestyle of instant gratification. Do not always fulfill the wish of the child, and teach through reward and punishment. The punishment doesn't mean you have to whack your child with a rod. Just a little indication. The child spilled the tea. I am not looking at her for the next 20 minutes. She gets the message. She washed the floor, patted on the back. The mother confirmed the good behavior. So by repeatedly confirming good behavior and subtly punishing bad behavior, the child can be taught. That is how even animals are taught. Akbar, his stories with Birbal are famous. He said to his wise minister, "Is there anyone in my kingdom who can teach a goat to desist from eating green grass? Birbal said, Huzur, definitely there is. Give me a month's time. He went, purchased a goat, brought it home. He would offer it green grass, and when it would go forth to eat, he would whack it with a stick. By the end of the month, the goat had learnt. He brought it to the court and said, Huzur, this goat is wise and disciplined and will not eat grass. With one hand, he was holding a rope going around the goat's neck, and the other hand, he had his stick. Akbar said, Really? Asked the servants, Bring the grass before its nose. It was placed there. The goat looked at it, so juicy, so succulent. Birbal waved his stick. The goat saw that and desisted. It had been trained. When animals can be trained, why not the human mind? But that rationed reward and punishment has to be meted out again and again. So like a charismatic, inspirational leader who is always teaching his followers through every action and every word, a parent has to play that role for the child. And lastly is the quality of inspiration itself. Inspiration is the force that enables us to do great things. If you can plant inspirational ideals in your child, look at the wonderful qualities of Mahatma Gandhi, look at the great devotion of Mirabai, and make the little one aspire for those ideals. You have helped create a dynamo which will make a big difference in this world as he or she grows up. Finally, Prahlad Maharaj, as a 5-year-old, had told his classmates, Kaumar acharet pragyo dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma tadapya dhruvamarthadam. He said, Look, my dear classmates, this human form is extremely precious. We should not wait for old age before we start engaging in bhakti or devotion. When we are young, we must begin right away. So, utilize those impressionable years in your child's life to plant in the child the foundation, the values, the rich and noble ideals for a wonderful, inspiring and sublime life.